We bought the park in 2001, in November 2001. It was an old bush park at the time, and we thought we'd have a go at the tourism industry, I suppose. We started off in a drought for 10 years. Then we've had floods, we've had mice plagues, locust plagues. I think that's pretty much it, apart from just not having water to water anything in the place and trying to grow grass without water and having a lot of people on top of it at the same time. So yeah, we've had, every year it's been a challenge. I think it was about 2005, 2006, we were finding that we weren't getting the water height that we could require to ski, and we realised that we could be in a fair bit of trouble without people coming up at Christmas not being able to ski. When we first bought the park, it just predominantly was water skiing. Both Lynda and myself had come here water skiing, so that's actually how we knew the park.
The park was known for the water skiing, and
yeah, no one would come up here other than that reason. So I suppose when we had no water, we realised that it was a big issue and we had to change the culture of the place.
Get the families in to, yeah, try and attract the families here we had to change all of our activities to draw those people in. You know, we didn't have that.
Because if we don't have water and the drought continues, all of a sudden we're going to be in trouble for the next 4 or 5 years. And then change the focus off the river and created another focus within the park. Some of the things that we've done that we changed was our tennis court area was just a small quarter court basketball court. We've then created basically a basketball and tennis court, our pool over behind. And we've also now got a conference room and a barbecue area that's, again, bringing corporate people. Because of the way we had to change the business, we've changed it so we can bring corporate people through during the winter times, which will also fill up all our cabins and everything like that through those times. The river does fluctuate considerably over between the winter time and the summer time. We can have 10 metres back out from the retaining walls here in the end of irrigation season, and when we've had floods, we've literally been probably 2 metres underwater where we're standing at the moment. The last flood we had, which was only 2 weeks ago, was to the top of these retaining walls, and the one we had 2.5 years ago, 2 years ago, was basically halfway up those tables there. Luckily enough, with the way the river system works here, we get a couple of weeks' notice of river heights coming up quite high.
So that's when we get onto our social media, get onto the phone and contact our guests to let them know what's happening, that we're still here. And
try and make sure that we give everyone as much information as possible, and that way they seem to be happy with what we do and they know what they're expecting when they get here. Some of the things I suppose you can prepare for is pretty much what we have in our risk management policy, but also notations of where things need to be turned off and capped if we get floods, or generator backups that we have if we run out of power we need for firefighting. Things like that are all documented. We learnt just even for doing risk management, we then had to go and look through our park and find out all these things that we knew were there but didn't actually realise we needed to have them written down for someone else to know it. It's all good to know it yourself, but at the end of the day, hopefully you're not always going to be here to have to run the place and someone else can help you.
It's made us stronger people because we think differently now than what we did 10 years ago. We're always thinking of ways that we need to improve, or yeah, perhaps next time there's a natural disaster, what we need to do to improve on perhaps what we've done this time. You know, I think you've just got to have that oh well, it's going to happen attitude and don't dwell on it, because dwelling on it isn't going to help the situation at all. Yeah, you just got to have a very positive outlook, and it will get better. You know, after it's happened, it gets better.